talking about Mercs, the Pyro. The Pyro. Real name? Unknown. Location of origin? Also unknown. Job? Pyrotechnics. Motto? Truly some profound words there. Not much is actually known about Pyro, but two things are for sure. He sets a lot of things on fire, and he doesn't speak. In fact, only the part about setting things on fire is undisputed. Its occasional rasping wheeze led some to believe that it was his attempt to communicate through a mouth obstructed by a filter, and attached to lungs ravaged by constant exposure to his asbestos-lined suit. But either way, she's fearsome, inscrutable, on fire Frankenstein of a man. If he even is a man. Anyway, the Pyro wields 3 different weapons. His primary is of course a flamethrower, which is great for weakening enemies for your teams to pick off later. It also comes equipped with a second ability known as Air Blast. Then for her secondary, she wields a shotgun, great for finishing off enemies when you run out of ammo on your flamethrower. Lastly, his melee is a fire axe, which is just fine at finishing off enemies. But of course, the Pyro has some unlockable weapons, my personal favorites being the Degreaser, the Thermal Thruster, and the Third Degree. Anyway, it's time for Pyro lore. There isn't much, but I'm going to talk about them anyways. In 1968, the Pyro, along with 8 other mercenaries, were hired by Bluetark and Redmond to fight in the Gravel Wars. During its time in the Gravel War, we see that it developed some meaningful friendship with Miss Pauling and the Engineer. Then in 1971, when the Mann brothers were killed by Greyman, the Pyro and the rest of the team was fired, but then later rehired by Saxon Hale to defend Manco from Greyman's robot army. Then in 1972, Greyman took over Manco and fired all 9 mercenaries. 6 months later, we discovered that Pyro has become a successful CEO at Frontier Engineering, but is miserable without fire in its life, but becomes excited again at the sight of fire, which was started by Soldier and Miss Pauling. Pyro is then rehired to help collect Australium for the Administrator. After a while, Miss Pauling and the team were exploring the sunken New Zealand for more traces of Australium. While there, they were captured by the Classic team. But thanks to Soldier and Jana breaking them out, Pyro was able to kill the Classic Soldier and Scout, and eventually they defeated the Classic team. After this, we actually don't know what the Pyro did for the next 7 years, but we do see that it's been keeping its dog friend well fed, and was even invited by Scout to enjoy one last Christmas celebration. And that's it for Pyro. Thank you for watching. Next time, we'll move on to the next mercenary. This one is a major alcoholic. He drinks so much basic food and water is poison to his body, so stay tuned for that. And, subscribe for more mercs!